The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Howard Rivera will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Hyunjin Ryu was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Boys in Blue took down the Pirates 3-1. Heading into today, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West, 2 games up on second place. The Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 16 games out of first.
Welcome back to tonight's minor league pregame show. As we close in on AAA International League action, let's have a look at our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Sean Graves is our focus, and it's an exciting day for him to be sure as he makes his AAA debut in this one.
Yeah, this should be a fun yet nerve-filled day for him. You know, he wasn't a top draft pick, so he really had to prove himself at the lower levels to earn this promotion, so he should be proud of himself. Obviously, though, he ultimately wants to make it to the major leagues. But for now, I'm sure he's excited to show what he can do against some stiffer AAA competition. Who knows? If he continues to impress, maybe he'll be playing in the show before too long.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Louisville Bats and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
Dwayne Hutton, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of...
Alfredo Marte comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. First baseline. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's good.
Leading off the inning, Sean Graves, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Sean Graves.
Skied into straightaway right. Waldrop is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a one-pitch out. Sean Graves is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Graves.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. McNeil gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Sean Graves will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Now batting.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
5 hits.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Indianapolis comes out on top 2-1. Good night, everybody. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Louisville Bats and the Indianapolis Indians. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. In now, Sean Graves, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Graves.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. And how about that, guys? He just tallied his first hit in AAA. A nice moment as we see the ball being tossed into the dugout there.
Yep, that's very exciting for him, no doubt about it. No, but as a minor leaguer, your goal is to be a major leaguer. So while he'll take this knock, he's got to keep his eye on the ultimate prize.
So stepping in, Jason Rogers, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so.
Stepping in, Pedro Cordero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Cole Figueroa stands in for the first time now. Looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Sean Graves will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So If I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
No, he's in
And a
there.
dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And another snap
No, he's
throw to the
safe.
bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 1-0 count. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman,
Jason Rogers is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. Backhanded. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. So striding in, number 38, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped weakly to the left. To second for one, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. The runner scores from second.
Well, errors are going to happen. They're just part of the game, but this obviously is a 2 runners to come in and score, and that's a kind of letdown.
Sean Graves strides forward with the bases juiced now, and a big hit here could really put this one out of reach early on.
Hey, and you ever heard the term smell blood? That means you have to be like a shark and attack when the other guy's bleeding.
1-0.
It's a great chance for them to take a commanding lead right now.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. To short. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Sean Graves gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
High and deep to straightaway right. Marte looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-4. Sean Graves will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. A little bouncer. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Jason Rogers will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And here's a ball hit in the air. Price near the bag at third. And that ends the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. Claudio Silva comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Well, these guys fought hard right to the end. They got the tying run on base here in the ninth, but they couldn't get any further than that as the double play ball brings this game to a close.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Indianapolis comes out on top 6-5. Good night, everybody.
For the Bats, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And we're back. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to AAA baseball in the International League with today's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Sean Graves is in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Louisville Bats and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
C.J. Stanford, a hurler from South Carolina. Sean Graves will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Graves.
Smoked on the ground left side and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Pedro Florimon.
Pedro Florimon will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. On to first, and they get the double play. And with that, Brian Price is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
The left fielder, number 2, James.
Sean Graves comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Just the second hit.
Pedro Florimon will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. The relay throw on to first, a double play. Now to the plate, Sean Graves. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Oh.
Kyle Waldrop gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Down the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. Throw into third, and he is in there.
He's in there.
Yeah, this is a ball he probably should have had over at first. You see him come off the base.
Sean Graves will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far.
Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still 8 strong innings.